UFC 299 O'Malley taking on Mr. Vera. This is a rematch. A rematch is going down. We've seen the footage. The perennial nerve was attacked. Heavy ground and pound. Surprisingly, he wasn't bust open from that there. Both athletes have indeed excelled since that time. And the Sugar Show, as he's dubbed, his little moniker, he's now the reigning and soon to be defending bantamweight champion of the world, defeating Aljamain Sterling, and has not run that there back. Interesting. Okay, so as I've said, skills have most definitely increased on both sides of the map. Marlon Vera has indeed had more KOs. He's putting in the work, but I don't think he has evolved as much as Mr. O'Malley. He's a dog, he's tough, all of those good things, durable. He doesn't have that pinpoint accuracy, which got Mr. O'Malley the belt, that strap. This is going to be an interesting one. This can go many, many different ways. Sean should, in theory, within 3 rounds, take Mr. Vera out. Not be. I don't think he's going to be as clean. I mean, the footwork is impeccable by Sean O'Malley. Let's not get that twisted. Sure, his footwork is real good. Pinpoint accuracy. As I say, Marlon's very durable. He needs to employ the full breadth of his skill set. And what do I mean by that? He needs to mix in everything: grappling, takedown, attempts, striking, everything. He needs to do it all. He's got a nasty clinch game with them elbows and stuff. He needs to employ all of that. That's his keys to success. That's his keys to victories, to victory. And again, I think he can pull it. I think he can pull it out. I think he could pull it out third or even fourth round. I don't necessarily see this going to the decision unless we're talking about prolonged, slow grappling exchanges where Marlon, and that's not his style. He wants to bang. So I see a finish taking place in some kind of capacity, in some kind of format. It's going to be fun. Will I stop up for the main cards? I'll stop up for the majority of it, but let's see what it do. Moving on, Dustin Poirier, Le Diamonds, Lafayette, Louisiana. That boot, soon to be Hall of Famer, all that good stuff. We know his pedigree, veteran. He had a nasty head kick KO delivered by Mr. Justin Gaethje in his last bout. He's taken a long time to come off, and he looks good. The official weighings, he looked on point, very intense and all that there. Got the experience. He's fought the who's who within the featherweight and the lightweight division. We've got some new blood on the scene from France. Benoit Saint Denis, BSD. And he looks crazy. The performances have been real. Let's not forget his defeats. Moving up in weight, he took a massive amount of punishment. Let's not forget that. But since that time, at his natural weight class now, lightweight, he's doing the thizzle wiggle. This is going to be competitive. This is the old adage of experience versus youth. Less miles on the clock versus the experience and the skill sets. Mr. Poirier, or Mr. Poirier, he should win this year. He should win. It's not going to be and this is a 5-round co-main event. So you know how Dustin does his work. This is 3 taking on number 12. His card is it's stacked, man. It is definitely stacked. I see Dustin winning this, but BSD has all the tools in the toolbox, again, youth on his side, to really jump from 12 down to 3. He would take that position. This is going to be a fun one. I'm very much looking forward to that fight. We have a debut taking place of London's own, the UK's own, representing JA, Michael Venom Page taking on Kevin Holland, number 13. Fireworks. That's what we're saying. Fireworks. All the questions will be answered after this fight. Was MVP just in Bellator and other divisions prior to Bellator just crushing cans, as many people and the casuals would say? To a point, he fought the best level of competition he could face. Most people, or some people, would even indeed say he should have been the interim champ. Logan Storley, that was it. I mean, he just uh, laid and prayed on MVP for the whole 5 rounds. MVP won that fight, okay? He should have the titleage on his record as the interim champ for Bellator. But anyway, it's all going down. What's going to happen? Who's going to win? Kevin is very well rounded, durable as hell. He fought Thiago Santos when he was a killer, pre him fighting John Jones and getting his both legs, knees destroyed. Yeah, and it was a fun fight. Thiago Santos could not take him out. He was hitting him and he was bumping his gun. So this is going to be a fun fight. I'm going to lean with my UK brethrens on this year one, even though I think Kevin, well, again, it's a test, man. We don't know. We really don't know. MVP cracks, man. He's got power. I think we potentially might have an upset. We might have a viral knockout sensation, or at least a TKO sort of finish via the likes of MVP. Doesn't have boring matches. Kevin should employ, as I've said, this is mixed martial arts. This is we're not talking about special rules bout as one does many times, where we're just talking about one of the arts of striking. No, we're talking about this is the UFC and this is mixed martial arts. So Kevin Harland, do some wrestling, please.
This episode is sponsored by Supreme of the UK. Click the link in the description and support the broadcast.
You know, you're a black belt jiu-jitsu practitioner, I believe. You know, let's just get this done, man. Let's just do the thizzle wiggle. Let's not just strike with a taekwondo expert. Louder. Let's mix it up. Let's do the grimy stuff and let's try and get this victory. You know what I mean? You know, this carefree attitude is cool. And we're still going to be watching you for a good couple of years, but let's get serious with this thing and you know, give MVP a real introduction to this UFC dying. So moving on, Gilbert Burns, sporting a huge afro, is taking on Jack Della Mena from Australia. Aussie, oi, oi, oi. This is going to be fun. This is again, look at the rankings. 4 taking on number 11. This is a fun fight. Jack is durable as hell. Gilbert is also durable as hell. Who's got who can impose their will? That's the key to this welterweight bout. Obviously Gilbert's coming off that loss against what's his name? Muhammad, aka Bilal Muhammad, with a broken arm. Went 5 rounds. Bilal should have finished him. Interesting. So that shows the heart that Gilbert Burns has. This is indeed a pick'em. Once we see the 2 combatants enter the cage, we'll have a better idea and understanding of what's going on. Former champ, bantamweight, Peter Yan, who was the boogeyman. He was the destroyer. He was taking man's head off before he got that strap. You know what it is now. He's taking on Song Yadong, who's got so much confidence, and he's speaking English now. I like it, man. I like it because look, if you're going over to a different country, you got to learn 1 or 2 phrases, or at least practice how to say something, man. Come on, let's do the thizzle. Harking back to the press conference, there was way too much of this of Espanyola, Portuguese, Chinese, I guess, Mandarin, and no translation being done. Dana White, UFC, sort it out. Obviously, for the people who can speak, who are bilingual, you know, in those languages, they didn't have a problem. But for the slobs who have maybe just a rudimentary knowledge in certain language, it's a bit tricky because they were going on for a while. Prelims, and this is mad. That Razor Blades, Curtis Blades, number 5, taking on Gelton Almeida, is on the head of the prelim cards. This is a young blood, and the experience level. I mean, I think Curtis Blades has only got like 5 more fights, possibly a little bit more. That's a touch more. over Jalton Almeida. I thought he was experience-wise was a lot more green, as the Americans would say. But oh no, 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 no. And he's been looking very good. The only thing he's missing is the devastating ground and pound, which Curtis Razor Blades possesses. Will the wrestler versus wrestler or the grappler versus grappler, will they cancel each other out? That's the big question. I don't know, but let's see what it do. It's going to be a fun fight. I want to see some grappling exchanges. I want to see some ground and pound. I want to see all, okay? Let's not just stand and trade. I want to see none of that stuff. We've got Caitlin Chugagian. That was her last name, her former name. Now she's got this, she's taken on her husband's name, whatever. I'd have to hear it so I could pronounce it. He's taken on Macy Barber, the youth who's improved dramatically. She's only young. She said she was going to be the UFC champ and got humbled by Roxanne Modafferi, the happy warrior. That was sweet justice, man, because she was going on a bit too. Respect the game, man, and respect the your opponent. But anyway, that's the past. This is the future. This is the present. Even this is going to be a good one. Caitlyn ain't got no power. She has not got no power, but she's got finishing capabilities. Macy's got power, and she's got finishing capabilities. Experience-wise, Caitlyn's obviously got tons of them. So experience versus youth and power. You should potentially do that. There's a wiggle, but as Andrew Alexander Arlovsky's been doing for a very long time, he's used that experience, changed up his style, and he's been able to stay pretty relevant of sorts within the heavyweight division. So Caitlin has got all the tools to get a victory here. Matus Gamarat is taking on Rafael Dos Santos at lightweight. Rafael Dos Santos does like to jump between weights. He might be doing a little run at lightweight. He was the former lightweight champion and things, 11 taking on 6. Dos Anjos is old. Gamrot should win this, potentially by decision, and he should boss up Rafael. But Rafael's a dog still. He's got strength. He's got lots of grappling capability. He's gone away from them leg kicks. I want to see some of them leg kicks. I really do. That's going to be a nice way to open up the prelims. Early prelims, what we got? Munoz, Mayu, okay. The sites crash, what's going on? Anna Nutton. This is going to be a fun one. This card is potentially even better than UFC at 300, which should have been ridiculously stacked, but we'll see what it do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments.